morning, Stitchers. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to day one of my December vlog. It's December 1st. I'm trying to think what day of the week is. It's Wednesday, December 1st, and I just woke up and only had 2 sips of coffee so far, so my voice is really low and gruff, and I can't stand the way my voice sounds when I try to record first thing in the morning. But I thought that it was important to show you where I'm starting the month off at on this project. As a reminder, I started this on November 28th. I was going to start on December 1st, but then, I don't know, it just overtook me and I started it on the 28th. This is all I've gotten done, and I did most of that yesterday on November 30th. So this is where I'm starting December 1st, and I would like this to be my focus piece. I would love to say that I would like to get this done in December. It's not really that big, and there's not very much backstitching, so it's very doable. The question is, will I get distracted by other things? That's the issue. I know for sure there's one other thing I want to work on, and it's a reindeer pillow that I started several years ago, and I think I only have 1 reindeer, maybe 2 reindeer left to stitch, and I definitely want to get those done, so I need to fit those in this month. But just to kick things off, I wanted to show you where I'm at on this, and it's probably going to be a rather, I don't want to say boring, it's not really boring, but I don't know, not a wide variety of things to watch this month because I only have those 2 things planned. And, but you know me, I say one thing and do another, so it could end up being completely different from what I say. But I wanted to kick this off and welcome you back to my channel, and thanks for watching, and I will check in as soon as I have. I don't know how often I'll check in, but whenever I have time I'll check in and show you how my progress is looking on Winter Hideaway by Dimensions Gold Collection. Okay, I need to go drink some coffee and get my voice back. I wanted to come back in here real quick and explain why I have these parked threads, because I don't usually park my threads, and I don't usually grid, and I don't usually park. But yesterday I was having coffee with my husband, and I knew at the time I didn't have a lot of time to stitch, but I was going to have some time in the afternoon, which of course I never did. But I decided just to load up a bunch of threads so that when I sat down to stitch they'd all be ready to go. But I don't usually do that. It's just something I do every once in a while when I know that when I sit down to stitch I'm not going to have enough time. So instead of just doing a couple threads at that time, I just preload them, and then when I sit down I finish all these threads. So that explains the parking, because I'm not usually a parker. And also, when I was sorting the threads for this, I didn't have this kit for some reason didn't come with the little floss cards, and it didn't come with a needle either. I bought this on either Macari, I think I bought it on Macari, the kit, and it looked like it hadn't been opened, but when I did open up this kit, it didn't have the needle or the floss cards, which I find odd, because I think that all those dimensions, even the old ones, they don't sort the floss, but they usually have floss cards. And so I just had next to me this Paco organizer, which I don't usually use this. Every once in a while I will, but because it doesn't really fit in a project bag, I don't. But since it's what I had near me at the time, I went ahead and sorted my floss and thought, well, maybe I will keep it on this for this project. But it's already, I only took a few threads off of it, and it's already kind of a tangled mess right now, so I need to get that straightened up, and I think I'm going to put these on floss cards or floss drops instead. But it is nice, though, when I'm actually organizing them to pop them there. It's so easy to put the floss in these. So yeah, I just don't quite know what I feel about those organizers, but okay, I'm using valuable stitching time talking, so I'm going to get at it. See you in a bit. I just wanted to show you now at the end of the day how much progress I got done on day 1. Okay, with the exception of what I had already started a few days ago, but from the last clip, this is what I got done on day 1. And I don't expect to get this much stitching done every single day, and I haven't decided if I'm going to check in every single day, but I did want to come in here for a different reason tonight too, because while it is still the 1st, I was contemplating whether or not I was going to show this next item because about a year, maybe two ago, I decided that I wasn't going to show stitchy gifts on my channel anymore. Those wonderful gifts that I've received from stitching friends. And just for a variety of reasons, I don't show those on my channel anymore. But I thought it might be kind of fun with this one to maybe have you watch along as I enjoy this for myself. This was a gift from Dawn at Frosty X Stitch. She's Frosty X Stitch here on both Flosstube and Instagram. And she reached out to me a few weeks ago and said that she had something she wanted to send me all the way from Switzerland. And it arrived actually on November 30th, so just in time for the beginning of Advent. And what you're looking at here is a beautiful Advent calendar focused on the artwork of my favorite artist, Marjolein Bastin. And I love it so much. What you can't see is it has all kinds of glitter on it too, so it's very glittery. And it's so pretty and sparkly. So yeah, I'm not really catching the glitter there, but it's beautiful. So I wasn't going to show it, and then I decided, well, I am gonna go ahead and open each of these little windows with you each day. Now, I don't know if I'm going to come in here every day, but every time I show an update, I will show you the little windows that I've opened. Now, I did open this first one already earlier today before I decided to show it on my channel, so it has been opened, but we're going to open it again together and reveal the beautiful artwork inside, which is this adorable, let me try to get the shadow out of the way here. It's that adorable little squirrel. Oh, her artwork is so beautiful. So if you've been watching me for a while, you know how much I love Marjolein Bastin. And if you're new and maybe have never heard of her, she's a Dutch, is that right? Is she Dutch? Dutch artist that whose artwork has been converted into cross-stitch patterns by Lenarta. And I own not all of them, but I own quite a few of her cross-stitch and have stitched quite a few of them already too. A few of them. Maybe not quite a few, but a few. So this is just a really thoughtful, special gift that I'm going to enjoy immensely because I don't even remember the last time I've had an advent calendar for myself since I was a small child. So I just love it. I'm so excited about it. So we are going to open up these little windows together this month on my channel, and I hope that you can enjoy it right along with me. So thank you again, Dawn, for such a thoughtful gift. I appreciate it so much. All right, we'll check in soon. All right, let's open day 2. Pretty. Looks like, are those some amaryllis? I think so. Pretty. Welcome to day 3 of my December vlog. This was last night's progress. So far up through day 2, that's what I've gotten done. I haven't done any stitching yet on day 3, and I don't know how much I'm going to get in today. If I do, so most of my stitching time seems to be late at night, and that's why I'll just do the update the next day. But I just wanted to show you what my starting point is for today. And I don't know about you, but I spy with my little eye a female cardinal right here starting to take shape. So I was going to hold off and do the cardinals last, but because the same colors in the cardinals also are kind of around the cardinal, it's just, it's hard for me to resist just going ahead and stitching some of the cardinal. So that's where we're at with that. And I think I'm going to move on over to this part and start working my way over to the kind of the background around the house right there. So I think that's the way I'm going to go, and why don't we go ahead and open up day number 3 on the advent calendar, which I have not opened up yet today. And I might need to use, well, let me see if I can find where 3 is. There's 3 right over there. And I haven't opened it yet, so I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this with one hand, but let's go ahead and try. Oh, it opens. Yeah, you know what? Let me put you on pause because I have to use both hands. Okay, I unlatched it, so let's reveal it together. What's behind door number 3? Oh, look at how cute. It's a little bunny. So precious. All right, so day number 3 to start off. And one other thing I wanted to show before I let you go, because I'm trying to keep these daily vlogs short. By the way, did I tell you that has glitter on it? It's so pretty. And then I end up spending the rest of the day with glitter all over me and on my face. And I absolutely love that because everybody needs glitter in their life. And as a matter of fact, when I put the glitter on this, it kind of makes it look a bit like it's on opalescent fabric, which it's not catching that now, but every once in a while I see these little sparkles. So yeah, everybody needs a little glitter in their life. Okay, I got this in the mail yesterday. This I ordered from Etsy. Oh, I can't remember the name of the shop that I ordered it from, but it's a tiny little dolphin that I'm going to also stitch for the Stitches for Winter SAL. That's hosted by Ashley at Wayward Stitcher. I'm doing this project because you're supposed to do anything dolphin related or winter related for the SAL. So this is the winter related one, and then this dolphin, I just couldn't resist getting this cute little, I think it's on plastic canvas. But yeah, I'm going to make a little ornament out of that, and that's, as a refresher, that's for Winter the Dolphin. That was the dolphin with the prosthetic tail that just passed away, so that's a Memorial SAL in her memory. So cute. It's just little. Should probably stitch up in a day, I would guess. And then I also had some of these. These are the master cards. They're like project cards made by Loran. And I'm going to use that. I'm going to see, this is how they look, so you can put the number and put the holes for certain projects. I think there's 3 in this pack. And I ordered those because I mentioned in a previous video that I'm using this right now, the Paco organizer, but it doesn't fit in a project bag, and it's just kind of, I mean, I know any of them that dangle kind of make a mess anyway, but I'm not sure I want to use this anymore, so I think I'm going to take the threads off of this and put them on those cards, because I'm eventually going to make a project bag, which I'll show you tomorrow, some fabric that I bought for that. Okay, that's it for day 3, and I'll see you on day 4. Good morning, Stitchers. It's December 4th, and we need to start this day off by opening up an Advent window. Number 4. I already located it and kind of popped open the little seal, so let's reveal what's behind window number 4. Oh, look at beautiful cardinals. Oh, look how sweet. I realize that I haven't really showed you the whole calendar at a glance here, and all of the beautiful artwork that you can see better as the windows are closed. I love that. Wouldn't that make a really pretty cross stitch right there? The junco and the cardinals. Very sweet. Oh, that picture there was the one I just revealed. Just a smaller version. Okay, so it's Saturday, December 4th, and I didn't work on my Winter Hideaway Dimensions project at all last night. I didn't get very much stitching in at all. I only had about an hour or so. I decided to, let me move this out of the way. I decided to open this kit and see what it was. Now, when I ordered this on Etsy, I thought that it was about the size of a mill hill, so I was thinking it was maybe, I don't know, 3 inches or so. But it's so tiny. So yeah, I mean, even though I see things like 4 centimeters, I don't know, centimeters just don't register in my brain as being so tiny. So I'm always kind of caught off guard with how tiny they actually are. Okay, this doesn't want to open up. Hold on. Okay, there, I took it out of the package. So it comes with a little piece of felt and a needle and a little pin backing, and then this is it. It's just so wee tiny, tiny little thing. I stitched it in less than an hour, but it's so cute. So cute. So I'm doing this. This is another one I'm doing for the SAL, the Stitches for Winter the Dolphin. I think I already mentioned that in the previous clip. So I did this in less than an hour last night, and it's so cute. So I'm going to cut that out and put the little felt backing behind it. And I don't know, I think I may turn it into either a little scissor fob or a needle minder because it's just so tiny. So, yeah, I mean, it's like the size of a, I don't know, looks like it's maybe about 1.5 inches. So, very cute. Came with plenty of floss. If I had more perforated paper, which I mean plastic canvas, I really liked stitching on this. I think I actually do have a big piece of this, and I could, with the floss they gave me, I could probably do like 6 of these. So very cute little quick stitch. So got that done last night. I'll finish it up today. And the only other thing I did is I just found one of these temporary bags, and I put all of my floss on these cards last night. So I like that a little bit better than the, what's that called, the Paco organizer. So I did that yesterday. Then I also went to, well, if I go northeast of my house, northeast of my house, there's a Hobby Lobby and a Joann's right across the street from each other, and that's usually where I go. But it was late in the evening, and I decided to go in the opposite direction, which would be southwest of me, and there's a Hobby Lobby there that's a newer store, and it's bigger. So I went there to get some fabric to make a Christmas project bag, and I also wanted to look for some little charms to make some needle minders out of. This time of year I like to look for things like Christmas charm bracelets and earrings and things, and I found these. So there was a pair of earrings, so I made 2 needle minders that look exactly the same, because that's what you do when you buy earrings. And then this was just like a brooch, and I pulled the little backing off of that and went ahead and just glued a magnet. Oh, I knew that was going to snap. I just glued a magnet onto the back there. So now I have 3 Christmas tree needle minders to play around with. And yeah, they didn't have a lot of, they had a lot of really cute jewelry, but a lot of it was 3-dimensional. It didn't have a flat backing on it. So, and none of the Santas I saw were cute. So this is what it is. Then I popped over to their little fabric section, and I was very disappointed with they only had like maybe a total of 6 bolts of Christmas fabric. And I finally asked the lady, I said, am I missing something? Is your Christmas fabric somewhere? And she said that they get their Christmas fabric in July. And a lot of people that, make stuff for craft fairs, start in July and August making that stuff. So she said this time of year they hardly have any Christmas fabric left. So I don't have that in front of me, and I'll go ahead and show you. These are all becoming stuck together. I'm going to show you that. I'll show you that tomorrow, the fabric that I ended up buying. And we'll see if I can manage to get any Christmas bags done this year. But for now, I have just everything in this little bag right here. And I think that's it for today. I pulled out my Christmas quilt. I got it all cozy. I'm cozied up in a Christmas quilt I made many years ago. I think that's called the kaleidoscope pattern. This is the backing. This is when I had my quilting machine. I think, no, as a matter of fact, I don't think I had my quilting machine when I made this. I think I quilted this on my regular sewing machine. But yes, it's a Christmas quilt, kaleidoscope quilt. My corners don't look all that great, but yeah, it's got some kind of like that old, I think I made this in the 90s, so as some of you might recognize some of these fabrics. That's got like the gold shimmer in it. Yep, pretty cute. And let's just talk about what I have sitting next to me in my little stitchy spot here. Hopefully it's not too dusty. I have my Kindle, that's what I watch my videos on, my gingerbread cup. This is just my little case that I keep stuff in, and my beading container there. This is where I keep my orts. When I bought this at Walmart, this little stand, it's just like a desk organizer. I think I showed that in a previous video, but it's all my magnet needle minders, since it's metal, they all stick to it. But this came in the top there. It's like just a little plastic thing. But I keep that there to keep my orts in, and some extra Yeah, these are just spare needles. I just start to collect the needles. Got my biscore nest right there that I made from Crossed Wing Collection. Keep that in that little spot. Here's the fob that came with it, the chipping sparrow. So I keep my scissors here. All my needle minders, not all of them, just the ones that I've recently used, as you can tell. I was using all my Halloween ones. This has a little drawer which I keep some highlighters, extra bobbins, scissors. These are all the beading needles that I have left over. Not all of them. I have way more than this, but all the beading needles from all the Mill Hill kits that I do. Collect those. Working hands when my hands are dry. Of course, I've got little June, the giraffe there, just keeping me company. My little finger puppet, this little pointer here. I have a south-facing window right here that the sun is blaring. I'll probably open that here, but it was for filming. It was really blaring, the sun. So that's what I have next to me when I stitch. I try to keep it as organized as possible. My son gave me this sticker. My favorite show. He's like, Mom, do you want this sticker? It came in a big sticker set he bought on eBay. And I'm like, yeah, you know me. Of course I want that. So, all right, that's it for now. It's 10:30 in the morning. I'm going to stitch for about an hour. Then I've got to go take a shower. And then I'm going to get my booster shot this afternoon at 2 o'clock. And I'm not quite sure how it's going to make me feel, but I'm prepared to be down for the count. So, I don't know. I'm sure I'm not going to be that bad, but, you know, I'm not going to want to do a lot. So, I'll probably get a lot of stitching done this afternoon. And if I feel up to it, maybe I'll make a project bag. But I have a feeling, well, I don't know. When I got my second shot, I felt okay until I went to bed at night. And then I just kind of had a restless night sleeping, but it wasn't too bad, so maybe that'll happen this time. So anyway, yeah, I'll either get a lot of stitching done or I won't get anything done and I'll just be sleepy and tired and lazy. I'll check in tomorrow and let you know how everything's going, and I'll show you my fabric that I bought. All right, have a happy stitching day. All right, later the same day, and I'm back home. I'm all boosted up. So far, no side effects at all, and since I had a nice strong cup of liquid motivation on my way home, I feel like making project bags. So I wanted to show you the fabrics that I got. I got some vinyl too. I think the last time I bought vinyl, I bought too thin of vinyl. So this is going to work out better. Can't remember in my tutorial what I recommended, but I think it's 12 gauge, and I think that's what this is. So these are the fabrics that I got because I just didn't have much to choose from, like I said, at Hobby Lobby. But this is a really pretty one right here that I'm going to use, probably paired with that. I know that green looks a little bright, but they just didn't have the right green. But I think that'll look okay. The red might look okay too. I don't know. I just figured I would mix and match. Yeah, but the one I am really excited about is this fabric right here. It's got all of these different little square motifs in here. That is really pretty. So I bought a little bit more of that just in case I have to do some fussy cutting. But yeah, this was my favorite. I really thought this was pretty. That, and then, yeah, these, so those are the fabrics right there that I'm going to work with, and these are the zippers. I got a black, green, and a burgundy one. The green zippers were just way too bright. So, yeah, I think I can manage to make a few bags. All right, I'm going to do that right now. Gotta go dig out that sewing machine and get it all set up. My least favorite part. And here we are, already at day 5. What will we see behind the window? Oh, look at how cute. Another little bunny. All right, so it is Sunday the 5th. I took some Advil. I'm feeling pretty good. I felt great all day yesterday. As a matter of fact, I made bags. So I'm going to take you over to my little bag making station. And yeah, everything. Did I talk to you? I don't think I talked to you after I got my booster. Oh, I did, because I did say I was going to make some bags. Yeah, I already can't remember. Felt great. I actually made some bags and just kind of off and on throughout the night. I was still making bags at midnight, and then all of a sudden I got hit. My immune system said, whoa, something's going on here. So I took a couple Advil, went to bed, and I had to take Advil once more this morning because I woke up with a headache and my arm is sore, but nothing too major. I actually took Advil and I feel almost normal now. So when I woke up and made my coffee, I looked outside, and I'm going to insert a clip now because if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see, well, it's going to be a while ago now, but it was actually for me just yesterday, I think, that I uploaded a video of some robins in my neighborhood. They're in my neighbor's yard because she has a hawthorn bush, and it's just loaded with berries this year, and the robins just love them. Actually, the other birds do too, but there's so many robins, and all day long they eat those berries, and then they come over to my little fountain, my little bird bath that I have on my deck that I've done a video in the past about, and they just come over all day long. They just eat the berries, then they come over and drink water, and there's just so many of them right now. So I was going to go, I went and set my tripod up and got a little bit of footage of the bird activity that's going on there. So I'll insert that, or either that, or you'll be watching that as I'm talking about it. And you'll see at some point even a couple of blue jays show up, little chickadees. And yeah, just lots of bird activity. But I would like to stitch today, so I'm going to just briefly take you over and show you my bag making, which I was a little bit disappointed because the vinyl I bought has like a bend in it, and I need to do some research to see if there's a way that, well, let's just go over there and we'll talk about it. Okay, I'm whispering because everybody's sleeping, but here's my tree, and I've had the lights on it for a few days now, but nobody has wanted to put any Christmas decorations on it yet. So we only have 2 so far. I put one on because my son bought this Colorado School of Mines ornament for me. He got it at the bookstore up at the college, and then he put this one on. This was his ornament that he got for graduating high school this year, and so far that's the only ornaments we have on the tree. Maybe we'll get that done before Christmas. All right, I can talk a little bit louder over here, but I think that my family can still hear me. But this is the little space that I commandeered over on our dining room table to make bags yesterday, and these are the bags. Now, this is what I was talking about, is the vinyl has a bend in it, and I need to see if I could maybe find a way to use a cool iron or something, because I didn't notice that until after I had the vinyl cut and brought it home. So, it's not that big of a deal. But this was the first bag I made, and when I haven't made bags in a while, I have to kind of get back in the habit of it, the swing of things again, so my first bag never looks all that nice. So I've got my Ripley zipper there, and this zipper, I accidentally sewed the directional fabric onto the zipper the wrong way, so now all my bags that normally open from left to right, this one opens from right to left, which bugs me. So yes, this is my first bag. So I got, this is the back of it there. And cute, but not the best bag. I mean, if you're being critical, it's a perfectly usable bag. It's just I'm a little too critiquing of my workmanship there. All right, so then I made this one, which is starting to get a little bit better. The zipper looks a little nicer. Mitered corners look good, but I'm just so bugged by that. The bend in the vinyl. So, but that's how that one looks. And as you can see, I made 2 of each because I bought, I think, a half a yard of fabric, and that gets me 2 with a little bit of leftover. So isn't that pretty, though? I really like the way that turned out. The green ended up being a nice color with it. Okay, so once again, a little bend in there. And I forgot that I was going to do this time, I always said the next time I made bags, I was going to quilt. Well, I won't open it, but after I put the padded backing on, I was going to do some quilting on it, and I forgot to do that this time. But zippers are starting to look better. Mitered corners look good. Yes. Like that. Then this one, once again, it's looking a little better. Zippers laying nice and flat. Nice crease in the vinyl. Right there. My backing fabric looks a little straighter on this one, so that's good. Yeah, I really wish I would have quilted it, but another time. And then I had some leftover fabric and some vinyl some smaller pieces, and I just decided to make, and I had a couple of smaller zippers. So I just made these longer bags here that, for like Mill Hill kits or smaller projects, they're 2 identical ones there. I did all that and finished up about midnight last night, and yeah, not too bad. I'll clean up my mess today, but I have to decide if there's anything else I want to sew while my sewing machine is out. But right now, I'm going to go stitch. I was just sitting down to stitch, and I forgot that when I just was over showing you my tree, I forgot that there was another ornament on the tree. When I was at, I don't know if I think it was at Joann's earlier, like, I don't know, really early, maybe early November, and I was looking at their Christmas ornaments, and I came across this one. Hold on, let me go grab it. Okay, wait for it. A skunk. I had to get a skunk this year just because of all my little skunk visitors I had this summer in my yard, the whole family of them. And then I in our little laser, what's it called? Laser cutter, laser printer thing, I went ahead and made a little 2021 charm to put on it. And I bought one for my neighbor too, because we just had such a love-hate relationship with the little skunkies this summer. And yeah, she got a kick out of it. She's like, you need to buy me one of those too. I always like to get an ornament that kind of signifies something that happened that year. So, yep, this year it had to be the skunk. Isn't he cute? Look at his little feet. All right, so yes, he was hanging on the tree too. Look at his little face. I miss my little skunk family. Maybe they'll come visit me again. Well, like I said, you know, they were doing a little bit of damage, digging under our fence and kind of, you know, wanting to live under my shed, which I don't like, but it was cute seeing them on my little Ring doorbell cam. So, okay, all right, just had to show that I had a little skunk. Good morning and welcome to day 6, December 6th. It's Monday, and let's see what the Advent calendar has for us today. Oh, more, is that cardinals? I can't see very well. Cardinals and a variety of other birds with a beautiful Christmas basket with berries. Very nice. Okay, so yeah, it's Monday. I didn't hardly get any stitching done yesterday, but I did remember what I wanted to do before I put my sewing machine away. I added some extra fabric onto the perimeter of the design I'm working on, and now the whole thing will fit in the hoop. I shouldn't have to move it anymore because this is actually the height of the design. I've reached the bottom, and I'd like to work today or tomorrow either going across the top, which I'm guessing will end up about maybe right here. So the whole design will fit in the hoop. I shouldn't have to move it anymore. I like that much better. So yes, I sewed on some extra fabric. Put tape around the edges because I didn't want to waste the thread to go around the edges to keep it from what do you call it? Not shredding. To keep it from unraveling, that's the word I'm looking for. And I don't have any pinking shears, otherwise I would have used it for that instead. But that's yeah, I just didn't get much done yesterday. Oh yes, okay, I'm gonna have to show you that tomorrow. I made another needle minder, one that I'm gonna use on this project, and I will show you that tomorrow because it's still drying. Okay, and I'd like to give it a good 24 hours. Other than that, I want to show you something else that I got, inspired by Maria over at Cup of Stitches. I talked about her last week. And she was showing some of these beautiful felt wreaths and stockings that she works on. And so I was inspired to buy a kit here. And this is what I got. So it comes with stamped felt, sequins beads, and it looks quite involved. Now she said she replaced her beads with some other more sparkly ones, more higher quality ones that she got at the craft store, so I think I'll do the same. But not sure when I'm going to work on this. It looks involved. And actually, it does look very fun. I'm really excited to try it. But to be honest, I can't really pull myself away from this right now. All I want to do is work on this. So this is what I'm going to work on for now. And when the mood hits me to work on that, then I will. So yes, I might open it up and take a look at everything and just kind of get a feel. It doesn't look too hard. It just looks like it takes a lot of time. So I was hoping to get this done in December, so that's why this is kind of my focus piece, but we'll see. There's another project I also want to get done. That's an old work in progress from a couple of years ago that I'll show you that tomorrow. And I really should finish that one up too. Good morning and welcome to day 7. I don't have a lot of time this morning, so this is just going to be a really quick clip to open up the window number 7. I broke the seal on it, and let's see where we're at. Oh, that's cute. Cardinals, cardinals. That's adorable. Oh, I would love that in a cross stitch. Okay, so day 7. I want to show you the progress I did last night, but first of all, I wanted to show you my needle minder. Yes, I got the little dolphin stitched, and I turned it. Let me take the magnet from the back. Okay, hold on. Let me put you on pause. I need 2 hands. Okay, I had to take the magnet off the back to show you that okay, so I have the magnet glued on there, but it said, the way it said to finish this was to do a blanket stitch around the edge. I just realized I'm horrible at doing blanket stitch, and it looks terrible. You can see how terrible it looks by the back side. I should have just did a whip stitch, and I think it would have looked better, but it took me a long time to do that blanket stitch, so it is what it is, and I decided to keep it there. So now I have Winter the Dolphin keeping me company on my winter cross stitch, and I need to sometime here soon post a picture on Instagram using the hashtag Stitches for Winter. All right, let me put you on pause again while I put the magnet back on the back side. Okay, so let's talk about my progress here. Can you see all these holes down here that go to about there? Yeah, that's how my stitching session started out last night, in a very frustrating way. Well, remember I told you I wanted to go all the way and find the edge. So this is the edge, the right edge over here. And so I did that, and then I went back here and I started doing more of that color right here, and I got about this far and realized that it didn't match up here. I thought, okay, something's wrong. So I unstitched it, maybe back to about here where I thought my mistake was, restitched it again. It mismatched in another way, and I thought, okay, maybe it's this. So I went and counted, and I'm like, oh yeah, I made a mistake here. So I unstitched this and figured out, okay, anyway, long story short, that ended up being right. So I didn't need to unstitch that. It was correct. I went back, unstitched it again, stitched it again, and it was still wrong. I kid you not, like 3 or 4 times. I got so mad at that color. I unstitched it all the way, found out my mistake was actually over here. So I had started the part. My reference point right here was wrong. I unstitched all that. I put that color in timeout. I went over here and I worked in this area instead. And I got quite a bit done. So I finished up this cardinal and stitched all of this. This is all complete now. This is where the next cardinal is going to be. So I'm to the point now where I could start doing the back stitching all in this area, and I might do that. But we'll see. When I go to stitch tonight, if I feel like doing this part again and getting it done right, I might do that. I might still be mad at that color though and not feel like doing that. And I might do some back stitching. Or I might stitch a beautiful red cardinal. Depends on my mood. But I don't have time to stitch right now. So I'll check in tomorrow and let you know how I do. I am using my bag though, so I will leave you with these beautiful cardinals. See you tomorrow. Good morning. It's Thursday, December 9th today, and I didn't record a video yesterday, so we skipped a day. Part of it was because I forgot in the earlier part of the day, and then in the later part of the day when I did think about it, I didn't feel like recording. So I decided to go ahead and open 2 days today. So let's start with day number 8. That's the outside picture. Oh, look at how cute that is. Okay, I'm having a hard time focusing my eyes. So, oh, look at how cute. Apples in the snow. Is that a squirrel? Yes, it looks like a squirrel or a chipmunk. Okay, very cute for day number 8. And day number 9, where was it? It was over here somewhere. Yes, right there. Let's see what's behind that window. Ooh, pretty. Looks like some poinsettias. And sorry, I'm having a hard time focusing. Some poinsettias. I'm thinking those are those poinsettias? Yeah, I think those are poinsettias. Very, very pretty. Okay, very good, very good, very good. Okay, I have a very busy day today. I gotta jump in the shower, and then it's gonna be go, 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 probably until this evening, and who knows, I may be too tired to stitch, but let me show you what I got done. So the progress you're going to see here is a combination of the stitching that I did the night before last, and then, so the night before last, get that thread. Yes, the night before last, then I did some yesterday morning, and I was going to stitch some last night, but I ended up watching a true crime documentary and didn't get much stitching done. And then I did just a little bit this morning. So I conquered the whole area that had the frogging. I did that and then some, and this over here is going to be the start of a tree, a Christmas tree. So I've just been, when I got a little tired of the blue, I went over here to stitch some green, and then I decided to go up here and work on a little bit of this. This is going to be the roof of the house. So we'll see tonight if I get anything done. I'm a little disappointed in myself that I didn't get any stitching done last night, because just right after dinner, I sat down, I got my stitching, got a cup of coffee. I was all ready to have like a couple hours of stitching, and I look on YouTube to see what I could watch. And because I've been watching a lot of crime documentaries lately, true crime documentaries, then of course the algorithm is like, oh, you might want to watch this. And of course they have me pegged because, yes, I keep saying, oh yeah, that does look good. So I started watching a documentary, and I was going to stitch through it, but the thing started out with like this harrowing 911 call, and it kind of, grabbed my attention, and I watched the whole thing, didn't put a single stitch in. And so now I'm like, wow, that was just 2 hours of good stitching time. I just, I don't know why. I just never grabbed my stitching and started. So, okay, that's it. I'm going to get started with my busy day and hopefully make up for the stitching I didn't do last night by getting some done tonight. Hello, I'm back. It's late afternoon of Saturday the 11th, and I truthfully can't remember when I last recorded. I missed a day, so I think I have to open 2 of them today. Yes. As a matter of fact, I know that because right before this video, I located number 10 and number 11 so that I would know where they are. And let's go ahead and get those opened up. Okay, where's number 10? Here's number 10 right here. Let's open up that window right there. Oh, and it's my favorite bench with a bird on it. The same bench that is featured in the Marjolein Bastin 4 Seasons pattern that I did. Let's get a little close up there. And yep, I love that little bench. Okay, cute. Let's go for the 11th, is up here in the corner. Let's get it pulled back. Oh, look at those. Okay, so what kind of birds are those? I'm drawing a blank on which birds those are right now. Okay, there we are, 11 days under our belt, 11 days of December. Okay, let's do a quick update now of my stitching. All right, I don't remember where I was in the last clip that I showed you, but I have a feeling that, well, I know for a fact because last night I did a lot more of filling in of this area, so believe it or not, from here on down, that's all done. These are supposed to be unstitched right there. And then this peach color that I have will be filling in, kind of going across all the way over to there. And then this will all be done. I have not stitched the cardinal yet, but there's where he will be. I only stitched a little of him. And I think I did a little more up in this area, a little more there. So yeah, I just have to decide. I'm going to finish doing this peach color today, and then I think I'm either going to work on getting another shade or two green of the tree, or I might start filling in a little bit more of maybe the house. I don't know. Like I said, I don't want to do all the good exciting parts before I get done with all. This is going to be a lot of green trees and definitely more of this blue. Maybe I'll bring the blue up and continue stitching the blue as far up as it goes. But I don't know. We'll see. Whatever color I pick up. I don't usually know until I'm ready to change colors, and then I say, okay, which color do I feel like stitching? So, or should I do some back stitching? Maybe I should do that. Stay tuned and see what I did. Good afternoon and welcome to Monday the 13th. Yes, you will realize I skipped a day again. So I'm really starting to slack on my daily vlogs here. But nonetheless, let's get caught up and do first start. Oh, notice my nails. I got some nice red Festive nail polish on. Nails. I love freshly polished nails. Okay, what's behind number 12? Let's look and see. Oh, look at that. 2 elk, deer, some type of wildlife. Yes, I don't. I know it's not a moose, so let's call that an elk. Okay, let's go. Let's just move on to number 13. I think it was down here somewhere. Yes, there it is, right down there. Do that one-handed. All right. And what is that? Oh gosh, I can't see. Hold on. Is that a mouse or a bird? Oh my gosh. My eyesight is terrible. Okay, I think it's a bird. Is it a bird with or a mouse with a bird with a bell on its back? Oh, jeez, I can't see. You know, I'll have to get my magnifying glass out to see. I cannot see through my phone window at all. Whatever it is, it's adorable. Okay, there. Now that you know that I'm blind, let's just move on and let's show you my progress. Look at what I've gotten done. I stitched quite a bit over, this was maybe 3 stitching sessions. So I got the top of the house done, the roof, there's no stitches there, so that's done, and there's no stitches anymore up here either, so those empty stitches that you see are left. So I've actually almost got the whole perimeter done. I just need to stitch some more here, and then the perimeter will be done. And then I've got the Christmas tree, some background trees, and then inside the cabin there, and the cardinal. So this is just moving by really quickly because it's a very easy dimensions kit. I do have to say, for a dimensions gold petite, it's moving pretty quickly. And there's really not a whole lot of backstitching that needs to be done, pretty much just over in this area here. And I did a little of it already, so that should be easy. So, All right, I just thought I would check in, and I don't have anything else going on stitchy wise, so I'm gonna hopefully try to get a bunch more done tonight. But right now I got a lot to do, so I gotta get cracking on some real life stuff. All right, I'll check in soon. All right, I'm back again quickly just because I couldn't leave that alone. After I removed the phone from my face and took a closer look, it's a bunny. There's his tail. And this is a sled. He's just kind of poking up through the front of the sled there. But why I was confused was because this little part of the image there in front of his face made it look like he had a beak. And then this over here almost kind of looked like a mouse's tail. So yes, it originally looked like some concoction between a bird and a mouse. And it's not either. It's a bunny. So there you go. Then, while I was at it, I Googled the difference between deer and elk to see what exactly these are. And if I were to see them in real life, I would probably be able to tell the difference. But I learned from Google that not all deer are elk. So all elk are deer, but not all deer are elk. So an elk is just a very large type of deer. I'm sure there's a lot more differences too, but I didn't read that far. So I just wanted to learn something today, and I did. So we'll go with that. Okay, see you soon. Well, good morning, my stitching friends. As you just saw from the advent calendar, some days have gone by since the last time we checked in. Yes, we are at December 18th, so let's go ahead and get the window open and talk about some stitching. Oh, look at it, another cute little bunny by a watering can, or an old can. Is that a watering can? Yes, it's a watering can. Oh, that's so cute. Okay, great. Let's talk about some stitching. There's a reason why I went several days without doing an update. One is because I was working on a section and I wanted to get that done before I showed it to you. And also I edited my video up to this point and it's approaching about 49 minutes long. And I really would have liked my whole vlog to be about an hour, but that's just not going to happen because I may go back and edit out a little bit more just to keep it at a more reasonable length. But yes, I need to probably just do a little bit less updates so that I can keep this at a reasonable length. All right, let's get to this and the big reveal. Look how much I got done. I'm so excited. I got all of this now complete. So all I have left to do to stitch is inside the cabin and this cardinal right here, and then do the back stitching. So there's going to be some little trees over here, just like, you know, stick little trees, and some a little bit, tiny little bit of back stitching in this area, but for the most part it's done. So I had so much fun decorating that little tree there, and I just love the reflection on the snow. And while I was doing some of the yellow over here, I went and did some of the windows there, and same with the green. There was some green there. So I was going to work on the cabin and save the cardinal for last, but I am going to stitch the cardinal today because today is the anniversary of my dad's passing, and I thought I'm going to stitch a cardinal today because cardinals are sort of representative of lost loved ones. And I got to thinking when I was getting ready to decide to stitch the cardinal today that last year at this time, I think I also stitched a cardinal in the project I was working on last year, Winter Cabin. And we're going to talk about that here in a minute because when I was editing my video, I realized that I had mentioned that I was going to show you another work in progress that I wanted to finish this December. That was getting close to being done. Not Winter Cabin, but this is another one. And when I was editing, I realized I never showed you that. So I went to go dig it out, and let me show you that one right now. All right, it's this project right here of all the reindeer. And I only have 2 reindeer left. I don't have a cover photo to show you. It's from a magazine, and if you want to know which magazine it's from, I'm pretty sure it's just Cross Stitching, but it might be Cross Stitcher from several years ago. I started this maybe 3 or 4 Christmases ago, and all I have to do is 2 more of these reindeer. They're a little tedious, a little time consuming, but I would like to get those done, and I'm going to turn this into a pillow. So, yes, who do we have left to stitch? Let's see. We've got Dasher, Dancer. Okay, it looks like Prancer we need. Vixen. There's Vixen. Comet, Cupid. Okay, we need Prancer and Donner, it looks like. All right, so I would like to get that done. And now I'm so happy that I have a project bag to put this guy in, because he was just in an old plastic bag. So I'll use one of my project bags for this guy. Probably this one right here, don't you think? That would be a good one, yes. Okay, now, while I was digging that one out, sitting right on top of all my whip pile, because this was a project that I had on my floor stand, and I took it off the floor stand, and I kind of just didn't properly put it away, and I don't think I've worked on it since early this year. Let me grab it. All right, so it's this project by Dimensions called Winter Cabin, and I got it for Christmas last year, and I believe, I don't have my notes in front of me, but I believe that I started this on Christmas Day last year, and I worked on it a ton in January, and I was thinking to myself, I remember back then, oh, I could easily get this done by the end of the year, and it was going to be my goal. And remember when I said when I started the one I'm working on now, I felt kind of guilty about leaving this one, because this was one that I wanted to get done by the end of the year. But when I was grabbing that other work in progress, this was sitting on top of all my whips, and I cannot believe how beautiful this is. I showed my husband, and he's like, you need to finish that. It's so pretty. So, yeah, I'm a little disappointed that I didn't work on this anymore this year. So you can see there's going to be another deer right there. But this was the cardinal that I stitched last year on this day. I'm almost 100% sure. If I didn't, I know that that was my intention. But yes, there's no reason why I would have stitched this cardinal. Wait a minute. No. It's just coming back to me. How could I have done that on the 18th when I didn't start this till Christmas? Okay. You know what? I stitched that on my dad's birthday in March 17th. Yep, that's what it was. I have to go back and watch my videos to see what I did. But yeah, okay, that wouldn't make sense that I stitched that on the 18th of December when I didn't even start this till December 25th. Okay. I knew that that cardinal had something to do with my dad, so that would make much more sense if I started this in December on Christmas, that by March I would have stitched that. So yes, my dad's birthday was on St. Patrick's Day, so that's probably when I stitched this, and I'll bet you anything that was the last time I worked on this project, was March of this year. So, but I've been backstitching as I go along, but look at that, it just looks so realistic. I love it. All right, I'm gonna, like I said, this video is already getting long, so I'm not gonna chatter too much about this, and I'm gonna get some stitching done. I have a few last minute gifts I need to go out and buy today, and oh, let me grab something. Oh, I wanted to say that I'm gonna use my other cardinal bag that I made for the project I just showed you, because it didn't even have a proper project bag either. So now 3 out of my 4 new Christmas bags have got projects in them, but 2 of those I'll hopefully finish soon, and then I'll have room for some more Christmas projects to put in my Christmas bags. Okay, what I wanted to grab is I got a couple of beautiful Christmas cards from my stitching friends. There's Cindy over at Cindy's Cross Stitch, and she always sends me a lovely card every year, which I'm so grateful for. And I got this adorable card from a stitching friend named Kathy. She's a viewer of my channel. Hi Kathy, look at how cute. So cute. So I just want to thank you too for these lovely Christmas cards. I appreciate it so much. And for those of you that didn't get a Christmas card from me, well, that's because I didn't send any out. Yeah. Every year I'm like, oh, in July I start thinking I'm gonna get a nice Christmas card with, some of my bird photos and maybe some of my stitching projects, and I'm gonna send postcards out to all my viewers that give me their address and want a card. And here we are. I didn't do it again for another year. Maybe 2022 will be the year that I actually pull that off. I am so horrible about sending things out to people. Ugh. But yes, I need to really make that happen next year because, I have all these bird photos and I don't have anything to do with them, and so I may as well send some Christmas cards out. Yeah, okay. I need to stop talking. This video is getting really long. Okay, hopefully when I show you another update, I'll be done with my project, or at least to the point that I'm getting ready to backstitch it. All right, we're getting down to the wire for Christmas. For those of you that celebrated, I hope you have your Christmas shopping done. And like I said, I'm going to finish up today, hopefully, and then bake a whole bunch of cookies. See you soon. Well, good morning. It's Monday, December 20th, the morning of Monday, December 20th. And my nail polish is starting to chip. And oh, look at how cute. I'm just enjoying these pictures so much. Okay, just moments ago, I finished doing the last stitch, not backstitch, but the last stitch of my project. So all the cross stitching is now done on this one. Look at how pretty it is. I'm over by the window here so you can kind of get a look at how it looks. So I'm so excited to get that done. I was getting ready to do the back stitching. I did one really sad looking French knot for the eye there. Doesn't look all that great. I may redo it, or I may just leave it because I'm not sure it can get any better. And just with the exception of the back stitching I did very early on, I'm going to work on the rest of it. Hopefully later today. I got to go out and do some shopping. We need to get a couple of white elephant gifts because my boys and their 4 cousins do a white elephant exchange on Christmas Eve over at my mom's house. So we are going to go out and look for some gifts for that, and I have some other little bit of shopping I need to do. Then I'm going to come home and work on the back stitching, and through the magic of editing I'm going to cover this, and when I uncover it I'm going to reveal the back stitched project. So we'll see you then. All right, got the back stitching done. Let's just take a better look at this. I will admit, it was not fun. It was tedious, and it looks pretty good on camera here, but I would have to say, okay, let's talk about it. Hold on, let me get in a more comfortable spot here. All right. So, okay, these were pretty easy to do. These little twigs here, those were easy. That was easy. Some of this area here was pretty self-explanatory. The bird was, the milk cardinal was kind of frustrating. I did redo the French knot. I realized I used the wrong color. But the problem I had is there's all kinds of back stitching within his body here. You can see it, I guess, on the camera. It's interesting how it shows up more on the camera. But I couldn't really see what I was doing. It's like it was kind of getting lost, but I guess you could kind of see it better now. Let's zoom in. Yeah, I guess you can kind of see where it's sort of the outline there, but it didn't define the bird as much as I thought it would. And, same with this, a little bit of back stitching within there. This had a little lazy daisy stitch for the little bow on the sled. The sled was kind of hard to back stitch, and then there's all this back stitching kind of around here that I guess it shows up pretty good now, but I don't know, it's just kind of, as I was doing it, it's like, does that look good? It didn't really seem to look good, but When you get farther away, though, see how it really starts to just, I mean, yeah, it's like when you're farther away with it, it just starts to really stand out and pop. So overall, it's adorable and I love it. I'm just being critical. So it's so cute though. Yeah, there was there was a lot of spots where it only had me backstitch just like one stitch, just here and there and there. And so remember when I said, oh, there's not a lot of backstitching in this? Well, the more I started backstitching, the more backstitching started revealing itself, and I realized there was a lot of little details that just I didn't look at first glance. So my husband and I were having a discussion because when I was done, I told him that this wreath looked so plain, like it needed something. Because, you have your tree decorated over here, and there's a bow on the sled, but then there's nothing but just a wreath there. I thought like I was going to maybe do some colored French knots up there, but he said that would just be too much. He thinks I should leave it the way it is. So, I don't know. Love your opinion on it. I can always go back and add some French knots, or I might just be done with it. Okay, well, let's see. What did I say? It was December, I didn't say the date. It's December 21st. So it's Tuesday. And I need to do the advent calendar, so let me grab it. All right, the 21st. Oh, look at it. It's another little bunny. This time I recognize the bunny. And it looks like a little basket of berries or something. All right, so I think this vlog is probably about over an hour now, so I'm going to, instead of continuing going on and showing you all the things that I do for the rest of December, that would just be way too long of a vlog. And yeah, I think that I'm going to go ahead and just end this vlog here. I'll go ahead and open up the last days of the Advent calendar here at the end so that you get to see those. And then I'll get this uploaded and try to come back. I'm not promising when I'll come back, but I do want to come back again and show you some of the whatever it is that I work on for the latter part of December. Because at this moment, I'm feeling like a lot of different crafty inspirations are about ready to take over here. So I opened up the Bucilla felt ornament kit with the cardinals. And I was looking at that. I do feel like doing that. I also have the reindeer that I was showing you to cross stitch to maybe finish that. And I've really been feeling like doing a paint by number again too, so I might do that also. Now, I may vlog about all that. I may not. I may just come back in January and show you what I did. Or I may come back and talk about my plans for the new year, which I hate to make plans because my plans always change. I have some loose plan ideas, but I don't know. Point is, this vlog I think is at a good stopping point here, so I'm going to go ahead and end it, and I hope that you all are enjoying a wonderful holiday season if you celebrate it, and I wanted to just to say how much I appreciate you all for taking the time to stop by my channel and visit with me. I appreciate you all so much, and I will see you all very soon. Happy holidays! I always have to pop back in here and say something that I forgot. I was looking at my mantle, and do you remember this is that project that I had stitched back in 2020, and I had it in this frame. And I thought, gee, I wonder if my project will fit in there. So I took this out and I just roughly stuck it in this sort of wooden whitewashed frame. Okay, keep in mind, I just did it, just took me like 2 seconds. I just pulled that out just to see if it would look good. And I think that it looks pretty good in that frame. So I may just do that. Now I'm probably not going to do any fancy, lacing or anything like that because, Christmas is only a few days away, so I need to get this just up on the mantle. But I think just popping it in there, I'm going to obviously take off all this extra fabric and maybe just do some tape around the back for now. But it's funny, I bought this this frame a while back, and it just seems to work for everything. It's just kind of a wooden white frame, and I've put several projects in it. So I just need to get me more of them. But I think that looks nice in that frame. All right, so not only did I stitch it this month, but I also framed it, and I'm going to be able to sit it on my mantle to enjoy it. Wow. It's a Christmas miracle. All right, 5 minutes later, and some painter's tape, and we're good. Don't tell anybody how the back looks, but hey, it's framed. And I'm going to put it on my mantle right now.